Da, da. Hi, ladies. Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm just making sure that we're all set up. We need to be all set up. How are you? How has your day been? I hope you've been having a top-notch day. Oh, I don't know why my husband's phoning me when he's downstairs. Okay, dokie. So, who's with me live? Give me a hashtag live in the comments below. If you're catching me on replay, give me a hashtag replay in the comments below. So, I am grabbing my notes because we're going to talk about mindset hacks. And how to navigate mindset funks, which you will. Everybody experience mindset funks. Everybody in the world, and it's not a bad thing. But I'm going to give you some tools today that can help everybody, no matter how advanced you are with mindset stuff, or how basic or how beginnerish you are with mindset stuff, and it's absolutely fine. Another thing I want to talk about is daily habits, and I want to talk about so a couple of the basics that I've now just become embedded in my life, and actually I want to do some fun stuff about weird habits that we all might have, because I'm not gonna lie, I know some weirdos in this group. So like to think that I'm probably a little bit of a weirdo. Maybe not too much actually. But yeah, find out what everybody's odd habits are and see what works for people, because everybody's different. Absolutely, everybody's different. So hi, lovely Lisa, cool Catherine. Catherine, for some reason, why was I on your Facebook page today? I can't remember. And I was just like, oh, she's so pretty. Hi, Karina the comedian. She's off the telly, everybody. Karina off the telly. Lovely Caprice. And hi, Claire. All the C's, Karina, Caprice, and Claire. Yeah, so before we do the mindset stuff, I have been for a spa morning this morning. Oh, it was just beautiful. I love it. The spa, one of the spas that's very close to my house, it's part of a golf club and it's just been refurbed and it's absolutely stunning. I got some videos, had to do some sneaky filming because I didn't want people to see that I was filming. But if you go over to my Instagram stories or some, it's just beautiful. A thermal suite. Thermal suite. It's just a giant big hot tub and a steam room and a sauna, but it's just so plinky, forest noises, and oh, it was lovely. And then I had back, neck, scalp, shoulder massage, which was very nice. And normally I'm not a fan of a head scalp massage. In fact, when I've got the hairdressers tomorrow and she'll go, oh, do you want to do some, oh, what is it they call it? They've got a special name for it. And I'm like, ugh, I don't relax at all. My shoulders just come up to my ears like, don't touch me. But this one was quite nice. And then I had a wee facial, so I'm looking a bit pink and I'll probably a bit spotty later, but it was very nice. And then I had some lunch while I was there. I had a smoked salmon salad, which had far too much avocado on it. I was like, it must have been at least a whole avocado on this salad. And I was just like, oh my God, so many healthy fats. I didn't eat it all. And a fresh pressed juice. So it was very tasty. And then came back to work. It was very nice. Oh, Karina, tell us. Right, so I love Top Gun, but mainly I love Top Gun for Val Kilmer. Now, obviously, Val Kilmer, is he in this new one? I think he's just a picture that's in it because he's lost his voice. He's had throat cancer and he can't speak anymore, which is such a shame. But yeah, tell me, is it worth going? Is it worth going? Because I saw the trailer and I was like, this has got the potential to be brilliant or utterly shite and just a money grab. So I'm on the fence. Let me know. Right. So let's talk about mindset. So mindset, everybody has a mindset, and when you think about, oh, I didn't even notice, I didn't realise, but this is sitting in front of me just now. Right, everybody has mindset stuff. At a very basic level, we talk about mindset with two extremes: a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So a fixed mindset is of somebody or the thinking that nothing will ever change. It's the approach of it's nature, not nurture. If you've got talent, you've got talent, and if you don't have talent, you'll never get you'll never get anywhere. But a growth mindset is basically of being of the opinion where, you know, you can get better, things can change, and it's more of that nurture versus nature approach. So everybody, normally it's very, very rare to get someone on one extreme and somebody on the other extreme. Most people sit on that spectrum, and it changes. You know, some people might have a very growth orientated mindset around their career, but a very fixed orientated mindset about fat loss. Some people might be the opposite. You might get some people that are, they just sit in the middle of everything, going, yeah, probably could change if I wanted to. So yeah, so that's basic mindset, and I think I've talked about that quite a lot already. But everybody at some stage in their life will have a funk about something. So for the purposes of this group, we tend to talk a lot about fat loss and confidence and growth in their areas. But this, what I'm going to teach you today, can be applied to everything. It can be applied to career, money, relationships, everything. Everything. Sorry, Karina, I don't know how long ago you typed that, but that just made me laugh. If you can't see the comments, I had asked Karina how Top Gun 2 was, and she said, totally worth it. Tom gave me the foof flutters. Absolutely brilliant. You can tell she's a comedian off the telly, can't you? All right. Anyway, right. So this, anything to do with mindset can be applied across anything to do with mindset. So if you've got a funky mindset about money, you can use these tips. If you've got a bit of a mindset funk about your body and your ability to change, if you want to change, then that can be applied here. If you get anything about career, it can also be applied. All right. So there's four A's, and I talked about this last week in our client area. But basically, if you are ever in a place where you feel stuck, where you just feel like nothing's changing, what's the point? It is what it is, blah, whatever. So the first thing we want to do is identify the fact that there is a problem. So be aware. Awareness to the problem. Be aware. Now, normally we will know that we've got that bit of a funk because there'll be something negative about it. So you'll feel negative, you'll maybe feel down in the dumps, jealous, envious, comparing yourself against each other, imposter, feeling like an imposter, I don't belong here, angry, frustrated, annoyed. All these kind of negative emotions is normally your first trigger to go, oh, what's going on here? And I noticed this this past week for me, and it's now that I'm a bit smarter about identifying, I know the steps to take, but being aware that these negative things that happen that you feel as part of the mindset thing. So it's worthwhile going, oh, I'm aware of that now. So that's your first step. The second thing is not ignoring it. So acknowledging the fact that there is an issue, that there is something going on that is stopping you from being the best version of you in whatever area it is. Okay. So acknowledging that these negative feelings and emotions are having an impact on you. And you might at this stage want to start thinking about, is this impacting anyone else? Is my reaction impacting anyone else? It's worthwhile using this stage to go, okay, what is the specific problem? What is the actual issue here? And, you know, it could be if your emotion that you're feeling is jealousy, for example, or you're comparing yourself to someone that's got something that you don't have. The problem is not the fact that somebody has something. The problem is that you've got a negative emotion around not having something. So it's not the other person. The control does not sit with them. The control sits with you understanding what's going on with you, not what somebody else has versus what you don't have. Okay? So just identify the problem if you can. Now, you might not be able to, and this is where some people get really caught up and going, oh, it's really hard, and it feels really hard, but it's not. The best tip that I can give you is grab a bit of paper. Now this is a bit of my eBay label printing. So I think I've said before, I'm in this total splurge mode of anything that sits still long enough in my house gets sold on eBay, and I print off the labels. But basically, you just get a big bit of paper, and you just get a pen, and you just get a timer, and you set a timer for half an hour, 20 minutes, and you write at the top, what is the problem? And you go, okay, the problem is I am jealous of Nancy because she's lost 2 stone and I've lost half a stone. Right, that's a very basic one. Okay, so why is that a problem? I am jealous that I have not lost 2 stone. Okay, well, why is that a problem that you've not lost 2 stone? And you go in and you go in and you go in and you go in and you actually identify the problem. So for a lot of people, that might actually get down to the bare bones of I've not been putting in the work. I've not been doing the actions that it takes to get to that bit. So you've actually identified the problem that isn't Nancy's lost 2 stone. The problem is that you've not been doing the actions, or you've not been doing what you said you would do. Or say it's a career thing that Sharon got promoted and you've been doing the job 5 years longer. Why is that a problem? Okay, have you been getting mentored? Have you been putting yourself forward? Have you been doing the additional development? Da, 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 da. And that's where it can go. Okay, so that's your second bit, is acknowledgement. So first, awareness, there is a problem. Secondly, acknowledgement that it is a problem and knowing what the problem is, identifying the problem. The third bit, and this is where a big shift can happen, is accepting to yourself, admitting to yourself that the issue is valid, that you are okay to have these feelings, that you are okay to feel negative about X, Y, and Z, and that it is okay for you to feel vulnerable about accepting the fact that there's an issue. It's okay. Everything that you think, everything that you feel is valid and necessary, but it's not okay to dwell. It's not okay to fester. It's not okay to wallow in self-pity. Okay, so accepting, being aware that there's an issue, acknowledging that there is an issue, accepting that you have these emotions and that is okay. These are valid emotions because you're feeling them, but recognizing that these emotions are not helping you move forward. That makes sense? I actually put up a thing on Instagram stories earlier today and it was really good. It was like a woman saying, does that make sense, when she knows it does make perfect sense. I can't remember what it said, but it was really I liked it because the amount of times you've maybe been in meetings and a female has said, does that make sense? And like, when in actual fact we know that it makes sense. It's just trying to get acknowledgement from the male contingent. Hi, Gaina from the Midlands. How are you doing? Have you seen Top Gun? Did it give you fifth flutters? Answers on a postcard. Okay, so we've done the awareness, we've done the acknowledgement, we've done the acceptance of your feelings being valid, but we want to move forward. And the fourth bit here is accountability. Accountability. What do you need to do to move on? What do you need to do to get out of the funk? What do you need to do to disprove your beliefs? And that might mean you have to ask yourself some really, really tough questions. Am I being a victim? Am I being vulnerable? Am I opening myself up for thinking in a different way? Am I getting help? Am I looking in the right places for help? Am I doing all that I can to move forward? That can be tough. That can be really tough. But in order to get better, we need to do things differently because, if we keep doing things the way we've always done them, we'll get what we've always had. So it might mean journaling. It might mean some very intense inner work. It might mean going, okay, how long has this been a problem forever? Is this a common thing that happens to me? And then if it is a common thing, you're like, okay, maybe I need to do a little bit more work around this. Asking for help is a big one, huge one. And I think the ladies that have ever had coaching, either from us or from anyone else, will know that. Oh my God, sorry, I have to stop. Gaina, what? What? She's reluctant to watch the new one and the old one was boring. Did you not watch the volleyball scene? What? I think I might be a gay man actually. Anyway. Right, so be accountable. So we've got awareness, acknowledgement, acceptance, and accountability. So the way to remember this is if you've ever been in the presence of a mental dog or toddler, you might have used the whole ah 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 ah. There you go. Ah 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 ah. So when you get that mindset funk or you get that blocker, you can actually reprimand yourself of going ah 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 and go through those steps of awareness, acknowledgement, acceptance, and taking accountability. Easy, huh? It's an easy way to remember it. Ah 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 ah. So yeah, they're just some quick hacks. Now, did that help? Pop a wee something. Pop a wee something below to show that. Yeah, Vicky. I hope that laugh is at the gay man comment. So nice. They were all so attractive. Probably are still attractive. Anyway, now that I'm a little bit older, I appreciate more of a mature man. Not too mature though. It's a bit weird. Okay, right. Has that helped? Give me a yes. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Thank you. Right. So a little bit about habits. Now the reason I'm talking about habits is basic habits are everything. Habits are the foundation of what we do. We are the sum of our habits, and all of our habits come from practice. Most of our habits come from how we were raised or things that we've picked up over the years, bad and good. But ultimately, who we are, what we see, how we feel as a result of the things that we do repeatedly, that is our habits. And one of the big things that we do in the EMW Academy, in fact, one of the main things that we do is habit stacking, because in order to be healthier, healthier, leaner, more confident, it means that we need to practice different habits. And over time, these habits will become our permanent state. So for me, the core habits that I designed, the basic habits I've designed are my go-tos now. Like, I can't imagine my life without these two, and they are so super bloody simple, but so effective. And they are 3 litres of water a day. Well, for some people it might only be 2 litres, but for me it's 3 litres of water a day and 15,000 steps. Now for some people it's only 8,000 steps, for some people it's only 10. It really depends on the individual. But moving my body every day and drinking a shit ton of water every day. This is litre 2 and litre 3. So I'll probably actually have more today. But that's because I was in a sauna and a steam room and a massage, and you're meant to drink loads of water. So these are two very basic, easy things you can do that are going to help lay the foundations. They're almost like, I couldn't think of this word earlier. It might be cornerstone, but I don't think it is. But when, in the olden days, I don't even know how long ago, in the old days when they're building a building, they used to have somebody that puts in the foundation stone, like the centre, I don't know what it's called, but that's your water and your steps. Everything else can be layered on top. Everything layered on top. But if you can get them two right, they are so easy. So easy. And when we start building habits and stacking habits, if you nail the easy ones, no matter how bad a day it is, it gives you the confidence that then you can do a little bit more. But one of the big challenges that we face in diet culture and transformation is that there's this expectation to make it sexy, we have to do everything at once. And that's bullshit. That's why shit doesn't work, because people are trying to do everything at once. So if you can layer on top of the other, you'll get there. And they're the two basics that I want everybody to do. So they're kind of boring. I get it. And I really wish I had if you just do this, you will lose. Like, if you just eat this matcha tea powder and drink this goji berry juice, and you too will have ripped abs. It's not like that. It's really not like that. Basics are the basics, and the basics for a reason, but they're unfortunately not very sexy. Sorry. But just do them. It'll change your life. Seriously. Right. Weird habits, right? For those of you who are watching live, or even those on your new play, what are your weird habits? So I was thinking about this earlier today. I thought about this far too long. And I don't really have any super weird habits. I do, in order to get my 15,000 steps in a day, I do climb the stairs a lot. So we, like probably most household stairs, we leave stuff on the stairs to get taken up. And of course, nobody takes stuff up apart from me. But I only take one item at a time. So say there's 3 pairs of shoes on the stairs and makeup or something. I will bring up 1 pair of shoes and then I'll go back down and get another. And then another. And then the makeup. So like 1 flight of stairs becomes 4 flight of stairs. But it helps. So that's a quite weird thing that I do. Another one that I do is I am quite obsessed with lip hydration. So I get cold sores and have done it all my life. And that's what I've only got one eye that works because I had cold sores in my actual eye when I was 3-4 years old, all the way up till I was about 10. So my eye's all scarred. But anyway, so I'm quite neurotic about their lip hydration. So I use this lip hydration mask every single night, and it's just like chip fat. That's the kind of, you know, that old chip pan fat that you used to get in the olden days. It's like that's how thick it is. However, and it does work because I very rarely get cold sores now, but that might be to the medication. But anyway, but it does also ruin your silk pillows. It does ruin it. But I'd rather have ruined crap silk pillows than cold sores. So that's a weird one that I do. And another one I'm quite weird about is not wearing shoes. I don't like wearing shoes very much, and I tend to have bare feet wherever possible. Even so, last night Archie gets picked up from Cubs, and we had yoga in our client group, did the yoga, and then didn't put my shoes back on. I was like, I'll come with you for the run, and I didn't put some shoes on. I was like, no. And I really embarrassed him because I was dancing about the driveway barefoot. I don't know, I was like a Grinch kind of dance, just to wind him up because I wasn't wearing shoes. Anyway, Gaina, that is a good one, and very you. Having a play in the drums when the taxi arrives for a night out, love it. I bet you that really fires you up for a good night though. Absolutely brilliant. So who else has got some weirdo habits for me? Drop them in the comments. I can't think of anything else. So I'm going to love yous and leave yous with that just now. So that's your mindset hacks, weird habits, habit stacking. I think that's it. All right. Have an amazing evening, my loves. That's me finished for the day. Gonna go and sign off, score things off my list, make sure my list's up to date for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have dinner. All right. Have a lovely evening. Speak soon. Blah, 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 blah. Nature wee and like, yes, I frequently have nature wees. It's so embarrassing. So embarrassing, but bladders, eh? Love a nature wee. Right, on that note, I challenge everybody to go and have a nature wee later. Right, love yous. Bye, 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 bye.